So for today's video, we're going to do a 2025 book reading journal flip through. So I do actually have my 2024 book reading journal, but I will be posting another video for that because I'm still currently reading a book right now, and hopefully I could finish it before this year ends. But this journal that I will be showing you guys is the journal I wanted to use for 2025. Now, I don't have much in here because I don't want to put a lot of things in it for now, since I just started reading a lot of books. I have very little things to show you, and also I wanted to apologize about my handwriting. I don't have a very beautiful handwriting, and some of the drawings here are not perfect, but they look so cute for me, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So just in case you don't have any idea what kind of things you wanted to put in your book reading journal, maybe I could help you, and maybe that could get you started with your book reading journal. So this is the front part of my book reading journal. It's not perfect, and I wanted to make it as simple as possible just because I don't want it to look too much. So this is just what I put in, and also I don't have much stickers or washi tape at the time that I was making this. So I try to work with whatever I have. This is my front page of my book reading journal, just a simple stamp, and I try to do calligraphy. I'm still practicing on it. I love this one. It looks good for me. And I also have my personal stamp. So you'll see most of my books, I have this because I wanted to just put a stamp on it just in case I want to donate my books, or if I have plans on selling them, they'll be able to know that it's from my mini library. Going on to the next page, I have created this like my library for my book reading journal. I do have an inspiration with this drawing that I made. I will be posting her social media account. I think I found it on Instagram. I will be posting it on the description box below. Um, for you guys to know where I got the inspiration from. But this is what I liked with my book reading journal. I just like to have this starry night kind of vibes. I am quite satisfied with what I have right now. My goal for 2025 is to read 60 books. I add more books here just because sometimes I'm able to finish 7 books in a month if I'm not that busy. So I did add a little extra just in case I was able to finish a lot of books by next year. Next is my daily page tracker. This is actually like a pixel kind of idea that I saw on Pinterest, where you just have to color in on how many pages you're able to read in a day. So I do track my reading every day, especially with page. I use an application. I also want to do it on a journal as well. I wanted to minimize my phone usage for next year. Well, I think that's impossible, but at least we're gonna try. That's why I have this, and then after that, maybe that's time. After I fill this up, that's the time I will be updating my applications that I'm using to update my reading. Next page is my reading challenge, which, like I mentioned, my goal is to finish 60 books next year. I got the inspiration from Pinterest as well, and I have this kind of schedule to color in the books that I read. I still don't know what color will represent it, if it's a 5-star read, or I'm still thinking about it. The 2024 is not yet done, so I think I still have few more days to think what to put here. So I'm just leaving it like that for now. And I also added some percentage on this one just for me to know how many percent I have left for my reading challenge. Next is my rating system. It's not organized in a way that I saw some people who's doing their book reading journal where the rating system is on the very first page. This is somewhat like of a random thoughts or random ideas I saw on Pinterest and Instagram. And this is the things that I wanted to put in my journal. That's why it's not completely in order. So this is my rating system where I just put in some stars. I put the things I felt about the book. So basically this is just what I always say to myself after reading the books and with the ratings. So I put it here the very near the first few pages just for me to get back to it. And I have this space empty or blank for now because this is the place where I wanted to put my spice level. I bought a stamp for it. I'm not sure when will it arrive, but I can post another vlog or edit this just in case the stamp came in and I've already finished it here. But just imagine the spice level system right here on the side of my book reading journal. On this page, I have the book series tracker, which I do actually have a lot of series that I bought this year that I wanted to read for next year. So I do have a few here, and we're not quite sure what other series I will be reading for next year. So I just made sure I have 20 lines here to fill up my series tracker, and I'm pretty much sure we're not gonna finish 20 series next year. I'm not a fast reader, so just this is just in case. Next is my A to Z reading challenge. Now, I wanted to read a lot of books next year and I wanted to try different genre and different books. I also wanted to try to get into self-help books, but and that's the reason I have the A to Z reading challenge. And my book club also is planning to have this activity of a book reading challenge from A to Z. So I already have this on my book reading journal just in case I was able to finish it. Next is my book battle of 2025. So I don't have all of this in my 2024 book reading challenge because it never came up and I really don't have any idea of what to do with the book reading challenge, not just after, I would say, November or December, where I saw a lot of YouTubers posting a video about their book reading journal. So that's why I got inspired on making one for my 2025. So for some of you who doesn't know what's a book battle or how you will identify your book of the year, basically you're just going to put in your best reads each month and you're going to have a battle for that, and whoever wins on that battle will have another battle until you get your book of the year. So that's my plan here, and I have this squares because I'm planning to put in the book cover of each book that made it to my top 3 and of course my book of the year. Next is to be read log. So I think this space right here is not enough because I do have a lot of TBR in my shelves right now, but I am trying my best to not buy more books. So I wanted to at least finish 50% of my TBR for next year. Hopefully. I'm crossing my fingers for that. And the reasons that there's box on the side is I want to put a check or I want to color it with, I don't know what color yet, but once it's done, we're gonna fill out the box beside it just to make sure that we're not gonna add that on our next TBR or for our next year's list. Next is I have a dedicated spread for my book club, which we have our book of the month every month. So I'm planning to put in the book covers of the books we read, that the books that we're going to read for each month next year. And I also have this DNF page. I got this idea from Pinterest as well. I can't exactly remember who is the owner of this idea, and I really do apologize if I can't give you the credits, but I would like to thank you very much for posting that idea online. So this is the idea I came up with, and I think it's like a fun idea to see like a tombstone whenever you didn't finish a book. Hopefully I don't get any DNF books because I wanted to read all of my books for 2025. So another thing that we have to cross our fingers with, hopefully we have less DNF next year. Next is my 2025 reading log. So this is where I am going to put all of the books I read or I finish for the whole year. And I did add another, extra numbers here. Hopefully I'm able to read 60 books next year. And now this is going to be my January spread where I've already started a few things in it. Haven't put anything yet because I think I'm not done with the idea I wanted to put for my January or for the monthly review I have for this book reading journal. But this is my January spread. I have this cute little welcome page for January, and I don't know where I got this idea. I just want to do it like this, and it's very cute. And I think the reason why this is the color I chose for my January because I still feel like January is still like an extension of the holidays. So this is the colors I decided to use for the month of January. Now on this next page, I made a January calendar and I wanted to track the days I read on this page right here and put the titles that I read. Basically, it's like my table of content kind of stuff with the calendar, and I'm not quite sure yet what style I am going to use to draw something here for the days I read. It could be just a straight line, or maybe I could use colored pen, try to match the book cover as much as I can, but I still don't have any idea, but we'll cross the bridge when we get there. Next one is goals. So where maybe I could give myself a prize if I'm able to finish, let's say, 5 to 6 books, but I still don't have any plans at the top of my head right now for January. So we'll just leave this blank for now. And books bought. So this is just only for the month of January. Um, I think I was supposed to put this at the very first part or the very first few pages of the book reading journal, but I just the idea just popped up on Instagram and on Pinterest while I'm searching for other things I can include in my book reading journal. So I just decided to put it here every month since there's a chance that we might buy a book every month. Just put here the number of the book, date, title, author, and the price, just for me to know how much I spend for the books that I bought. And hopefully I don't get much because I wanted to lessen buying books because I just started reading books last April or May of 2024, and I will be very honest, I already have like 160 plus TBR, and that's too many for someone who just started reading books. Okay, so we have to lessen that. Last but not the least, this is the books I read for January. So this is like another table of contents, but it's just for the month. Hopefully I can, finish a lot of books next year because like I said, I really wanted to read a lot of books and try different genre. But yeah, this is the last page for our January. And for this side here, I do actually have plans for it. So with my 2024 book reading journal, before I start my book review, I do actually have a painting, not a painting, but like a artwork for the things related to the book will make me remember something about this book, a scene or anything. Because most of the books I read, they have this like object or things they say, like animals or anything like that that is related to the character that it's included with the plot of the book. So I'm planning to make a drawing here first before getting into the book review. And then on the next page, that's like the place where I will put in my book review. So I'm not quite sure if I should use two spreads for the book review or just one page. But I still have plans to add a lot of things on my book reading journal. And as you're able to see earlier, there's actually a lot of changes in the book reading journal. I have some washi tapes like this, which I was able to purchase some tapes, some new stickers that one of my book club members gave to me. Joris gave me a Christmas gift, which is it's a book of stickers. She gave it to me before Christmas. So I do have additional stickers that I can add here and some washi tapes. I think this washi tape is very cute and you see the color, it really matches the color and the front part of the journal. It's just that there is quite of a different color on the next page, but I try to make it stick on the neutral side instead, or nude colors, so that it's not over the top, if you know what I mean. So, and I try to stick with pastel colors as much as I can because I don't want to have a book reading journal that is too colorful, because I do have limited colors of stickers. So I have to stick and work with whatever I have as of the moment. But yeah, that's all for today. That's my book reading journal for 2025. And for those who wanted to start a book reading journal, or like me, who is like a first timer in a book reading journal like this, I hope I was able to help you guys with your book reading journal, and I hope you can get ideas from me. That's it for today. Thank you so much for staying with me. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel, like and share, and you have a great one. I'll see you on my next vlog.